Good evening and welcome to round 5 and 6 of the Full Throttle Racing Mazda MX5 Touring Car Cup. We are back, and what a track we are at. We are at no other than the home of Japanese cars, Suzuka. And I do love this track very much. We have got a lot of new drivers this week, and I'll tell you, some of the liveries they are bringing are absolutely amazing. Get on board with one of them here, Vortex Racing. I have been told his actual name. I will look it up back now, but he's a new one to our fold, so welcome, my man. Alongside him, let's flick back. We have our usual Evil Dragon there. I don't know what he's doing. Don't know why he's faded out and he's not visible, but there we go. Our usual guy. And then Captain Slow is joining us this week from 1801. Could it be James May? I don't know. It's thrown that thing about a bit. Surely it can't be. Then we have returning Splash, SDM Splash, as we know, VSR Muck Wolfman. Now look at the livery he's got this week. That, I'm not gonna lie, it may be livery of the week for me. That is sexy as. Look at that. Looks proper retro, just on point. Suited the car, the weather, everything. I just love the look of that. Yeah, I'm swooning over you, McWolfman. I am absolutely swooning. Goes further down the field. We have got AXR Group. How you doing, my man? Don't know if you can see it. You're on board. Give us a flash if you know. And we get another flash there for Vortex as he's absolutely setting that front of the car around. I don't even know how he's do that. Is that even physically possible? But God knows. Love the sort of plastic sort of, I don't know what they're called, the bolts, that's it, bolted on spoilers, etc. Forgive me if you can hear that in the background. I don't know why, but I've got really loud airplane overhead, so if you can hear that, apologies. If not, let's carry on. So I want to catch us up with how we were looking at the end of last week from round 3 and 4 from Willow Springs. It left us with these points. We're looking with Adam Piper leading after brilliant. It was a brilliant race for Mr. Piper, let's be fair. Getting victories in both race 1 and 2, leaving him lead of the pack at the moment with 84. Second is Adams with 68. Third, Ethan Graham with 66. Then Catinas with 60 in fourth. Rob Schauler 59. Thompson with 56. Cotton with 48. 8th, Palmer 38. Then New with 37. Walsh with 30. Milano with 28. Hopefully he's going to be seen this week. He was a no-show last week. And then we've got Ashley Sharp at the back there at 12th. Let's go back. Are we starting yet? These qualifications? No, it doesn't seem to be going on. So for now, I'll just hold fire in this screen so we can see what's all going on. Right. How long is left on practice is the question. Everyone's looking ready and prepared. It's going to be a fun race. And you know, there is going to be none of Adam Piper. So that lead he's managed to have sustained from those 2 victories at Willow Springs is definitely going to be chipped into and, well, let's be fair, leapfrogged from whoever the winner from this race is. Not going to be able to hold off anything. He's going to come back next week and see what he can do. Right. Let's get back on board. Leave this donut action happening right now. At Durso with Wolfman and Brute giving it all. God, that is loud, isn't it? I don't know if it's just my system. I'm going to turn this down a little bit here. I think the mix is just a little bit noisy. Right, here we go. Captain Slow. Rotary, as we know, Placenta Denta. Good full rack, good full team today. We've got 11 drivers. Should be good to go. Now just waiting for the quali to go off. Well, actually, we wait. Let's see what has happened with timings, if we actually have had any. So far, looking at 2 minutes 10 seconds, not a bad time, and a lot of people hitting that. One person, let's have a look here, SSM Palmer, another new entry into our fold, it seems, from the ranks where Rotary and also, oh blimey, there's another driver we have, and his name slipped me, his real name is Edwards. Oh, what's it gone? Ethan Edwards. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head there, but we've got another from the fold. Palmer is to join us, and I believe now qualifying has started, so they will go for that outlap. Let's get on board. Palmer and Liam, the eager beavers, to get out and get that qualifying and get as many laps in. It is only you know, it's a 2 minute 10. You're going to be lucky if you get 2, and realistically that means only 1 decent run after your warm-up lap here. If you're lucky, you might be able to squeeze in a second, and I reckon this is what these front 2 are going for. Liam and Palmer in their own little fight going on here. Well, not fight, but own little toe-in situation. Palmer's trying to stay relatively close, see if he can take advantage of the toe there. Evil Dragon and Wolfman. Evil Dragon giving up that spot, so Wolfman can have a nice run through. Evil Dragon, I don't know if his livery's changed, but he's got a really cool little rainbow going on now. I want to get back up and have a look at that. Look how evil he is, that evil rainbow. Never trust such a man. Further down the pack, Groot with Captain Slow and Rotary. All with some good distances here again. Not being too bunched up for the outlap, but also keeping each other within slips distance for the actual qualifying lap. Further down the field, excuse me. Further down the field, Splash and Ashley, and in the back two, Vortex Racing and Placenta Densa. Really on the back there, Placenta with his original livery. I'm going to leave it all to your imagination. Move back to this one here. Look at this vibrancy, Liam. I do love it. I do love some of the liveries in this league. Absolutely. Look at these. Brilliant stuff. Right, here we go. First and possibly only qualifying lap. Let's see how quickly they can get round. Hopefully not. They've definitely got 2 in the bag. Let's not let them go to waste. Heavy corners, getting the back end round, not what he wants to do. Don't want to break traction, you want to keep it as much as possible. Hopefully Palmer doesn't close in too much here. They fly up now through the S's. Doesn't matter what car you're in, you're feathering that throttle all the way around there, especially around that corner, which has got a concave outwards. It wants to pull you to the other side of the track, but you want to hug the inside and push hard up round this hill, keeping it tight round the midsection, and then heavy on these brakes down towards this 90-degree right-hander, sorry. And then underneath the bridge, up towards the hairpin. Palmer and Liam here both doing sterling times. Heavy on the brakes, turn in, maximum acceleration now. You don't want to go too early because it'll push you into the grass. As Palmer just showed us there, you've got to hold that foot off for a split second, just get that few more degrees round so you can plant it and just go. And up towards Spoons. Tricky little combination corner here. You want to break down, have it in third, but keep that momentum round and go, and then hug the inside here. And as soon as you get around that inside, you want to plant that foot down and go down that hill. Maximum speed on this back straight towards, I believe it's called 130. Don't quote me on that, we'll have a double check now. It is called 130. Look at that. They don't pay me for nothing. They don't pay me. Oh well, we'll have to talk about that. Through Casio Triangle, and we're going to have our first 2 times come in so far, so let's get on that timing board and see how they look. 2 209.2 and a 209.2 as well. Wow, look at that. 0.287, then 0.294. Literally 5,000th of a second in there. 2.10 and a 2.10 for both Wolfman and Groot there. Another 2.10. And we're jumping into 2.11s now for Ashley and Evil Dragon. And the Rotaries in a 12. That's a very slow time for him. Vortex Racing also getting a 12. Thought we'd get better speed out of those two, but hey, we've got another lap to go round, and it's 2.17 and then another 2.10 there. I didn't see who that was. I think that was Placenta Denta. Yes, it was. So really close top here. The top two, literally nothing in between these, so it's going to make it for a very, very, very fun race. Then we've got Splash, Wolfman, Groot and Placenta Denta, all within about 400 seconds, 400ths of a second of each other. Let's get round and see how the other guys are getting on. I want to get on board with Wolfman because I love this livery. Pushing hard underneath that bridge. Head towards the hairpin now. Good braking. Really good. Try and get as much power out of that corner as possible. Get down the section. Look at that. It gives me proper Gran Turismo nostalgia with that livery. It really does. I really, really like it. Braking heavy down into spoons. Braking further down to second. You want to hug that inside a bit more. But he's pushed wide. It might work out in his favour. 2 minutes 19 seconds left. Could get a third lap here. I think they may do. Here we go. We're going to start getting our new times coming in. And no, it is. That is it done. Everyone has now got their last qualifying lap as they're all coming through across the line. Let's look at that timing sheet and see how we're getting on. Liam managed to hold off Palmer by getting a 2.48 this time, and joining them in the 209s is Splash. Any more movement? Groot has gone up to 10.014, followed by Wolfman, who's also basically a 10 dead. Evil Dragon also did a really good time for him there. He's got a 10.1 and then another 10.09. We've got everything moving here. Let's have a look. So final lineup for that was Liam, Palmer and everything else. What's just happened there? Why has it just done that? Interesting. I don't know why it did that. I do apologise. Right, ladies and gentlemen, our lineup starts off with Liam, Palmer, Captain Slow, Vortex Racing, Splash, Placenta Dento, Groot, Muck Wolfman, Evil Dragon, STD Ash, Rotary at the back at 11th. Well, let's get at the front here as we wait for them to go out. Who's going to run it down to that first corner? Oh, nearly jumped the lights there. And he's trying to defend really hard there, but Liam's not had a good start there, and he's already lost the position to Vortex Racing going off on the outside, and he's got a queue of cars up behind him, wanting to get past him there as he defends heavily down into turn one. Round they go. Vortex Racing getting away a bit there, and let's get on board with Palmer, who wants to take advantage of the slow getaway by Liam. These two got nothing in between them, and the pack behind them there also going on. Captain Slow 4th, Splash 5th, Groot 6th, Placenta Denta 7th, Wolfman 8th, Evil Dragon 9th, Rotary is now up into 10th, and Ash is back down to 11th. This is going all over the place. Let's have a look here. Who's just cut up on the inside? Evil Dragon's just been had by Rotary. What a manoeuvre by Rotary up on the inside there. I've never seen someone have the gall to go up on the inside, but he managed to do it. And he managed to make it stick and nice and clean. He's up into 9th, back up the field. Wolfman in 8th, the centre Denver 7th, Groot still in 6th, Splash is still in 5th, Slow in 4th, and Palmer catching back up with Liam as he's trying to attack now. Vortex Racing up in first position, and they have now got neck and neck down towards the next corner. Spoons, who's going to pop ahead? Just Vortex Racing still for the time being, and Palmer's actually managed to scoot himself up into third position there. Captain Slow. Sorry, Palmer was still in third position. It's Captain Slow who's putting him under pressure. And he is taking him under pressure, going up on the inside on Spoons there. He's put himself up in the third position. Really well done there by Captain Slow. And the fight for first position continues. Liam still holding on to first there, but Vortex Racing literally just a car length behind him. He's tucked in behind him now. Everyone getting a slip of him here. They know that this corner's not the place to do it. It's going to be the straight, but you want to keep as close as possible. Flashing going on. Heavy defending from Liam as they go into the Casio Triangle. Breaking down now. Vortex Racing dropping down to third as he's getting battled by Captain Slow. Captain Slow holding his ground into third position. Might have them running him down now to turn one. Don't know. We've got a queue. We've got a slip queue going on. And at the moment it's Captain Slow tucking up behind Vortex Racing. SS Palmer sticking out in the back now. He's closing in. Ranks, and here we go. So much going on. I'm going to lose my voice. Splash looking up on the inside here. Watch this, man. Palmer's got to watch out. He can't attack too much because he's got to defend against Splash. And Splash wants to make that fifth or fourth. And it is all go, go, go here. Look at this racing. This is amazing racing. This is what I like to see. Bumper to bumper. We're already on lap 2. We haven't spaced out at all. It is nice, tight racing, and anything can literally go anywhere. Splashing, trying to close down on the likes of Palmer, who's getting a bit squiggly. Well, both got a bit squiggly through that corner there. Up round into the hairpin. Heavy braking and a manoeuvre made by Captain Slow, trying to keep that third position. He's defended well there against Palmer. Palmer really wanted to push that. Hasn't managed to as of yet, and there's a little breakaway now between Captain Slow and Vortex. There's a good near second of difference, and the only person that can give Liam any pressure at the moment is Vortex, and he's keeping within that slip distance. Look at that, 0.2 of a second, and he's going to have a run up on him on this corner if he really wants to. No, he's not. He's going to hold off for now. He's going to keep close. Oh, both taking a very last minute chuck in. Nothing being there, still 200 seconds between the two. Diving to Casio Triangle. Taking as much curb as possible, pushing as hard as possible, and a bit too much by Liam there. Is he now going to lose out down the straight? He definitely is. Vortex has definitely got the run on him. I don't know why Vortex didn't make a pass. Seeming to just sit behind him for the time being. And for now is going to. Right, okay, back with Captain Slow. Still under attack from Palmer. Palmer still under threat from Splash. And Groot giving them some issues to worry about just behind. Behind that lot, AXR Groot. Trying to slowly catch him up with the likes of Placenta Denta just behind him there. Rotary managed to split away from the backpack. It's now up into 8th position, leaving Wolfman down in 9th and Evil Dragon 10th and Ash in 11th. Back battle going on between these two here. Let's have a look here as Ash is trying to take on Evil Dragon. Ashley repping the Repsol livery and just magically sparkles Evil Dragon livery as he has as a standard Evil Dragon livery. It's his war paint, supposed to make you scared. I don't think he really got the memo, but you know, bless him, we love it anyway. Braking hard now into this hairpin. Not managed to make up too much of a space there. Ooh, bit of a wiggle there from Evil Dragon. Possibly a bit of ground being able to be made up there by Ashley. A tiny bit, not too much. Let's look up here and see what's going on. Rotary still trying to close that gap down between him and Placenta Denta for now at 1.3 seconds. Oh, and he's pushed too hard. That gap's going to go down even further, and he's going to lose that place down to Wolfman. And he charges back up into 8th. Getting back on him, Placenta Denta, trying to close down this top pack here. Only 0.3 of a second between him and Groot. The same said nearly between Groot and Splash, 0.7 of a second. And then the fight for the top 5 here. Splash wants to still try and get past Palmer. He has not been able to do as of yet. Palmer doing the exact same with Captain Slow. These guys are now really in tow of each other. And the only thing which has really changed is Liam has got a really good push. And I'm going to say a good maybe second and a half gap there. Really good done by himself. So it's all now the fight for second and third podium positions. Oh no, Vortex has pushed too hard. He's dropped down into fourth. Yep, Captain Slow up into third. Palmer now into third. Splash cursing himself because now he's still trying to fight for that fifth position. He's just got a new opponent. His opponent now is Vortex Racing. And Vortex Racing wants to get back up there. He's trying to look for any gap possible. But then so is the likes of Palmer on Captain Slow. Captain Slow now, the man with the gap between him and first position, a 1.8 second gap. And they are starting to gallop away now. We're getting 12 minutes left of this race. And that big gap there between Liam and Captain Slow doesn't look like it's going to close down anytime soon. So unless they work together to try and catch him up, or there's a mistake made by that first position, you're going to see him hold that at least for the foreseeable future. Captain Slow now trying to close that gap down. He is doing. Closing it down by 100th of a second. So stretch out that gap between him and third place Palmer. 2.4 of a second. Vortex Racing still under fire from Splash. Splash pushing hard down this hill, trying to catch up Vortex Racing, doing a really good job now, getting right in the tail of him. Can a manoeuvre be made? Nothing quite yet. Just keep winding him in, just keep winding him in. Same can be said for Palmer on Slow, just in front of him, and a bit of a twitch there from Vortex. Splash wants to take advantage, he's ducked in behind him there, and he's had a good run. Oh, nearly touched him down the back end, and he's backed out because of that, and because he's backed out, he's not had a good outrun on him down towards that first corner, and it's actually Vortex which is all over the back of Palmer. Palmer wiggling, trying to get Vortex off the back of him. They're slowly starting to stretch things out. Gap between first and second is still 1.5 seconds, but now the gap between first, second and third is a solid, well, 1.5 going up to 1.7 seconds from the looks of it through these S's. Captain Slow not living up to his name. He's got that his S's down to a T. Palmer leading the head of this little snake or train, whatever you call it. I call it whatever I fancy at that time. Palmer's not managing to do well on at least making up places between him and Captain Slow. I say this, Captain Slow doing really poorly out of that last corner, and has now Palmer all over the back of him, and he's pushed again too hard on the exit of the hairpin there, and Palmer's going to be right up behind him now. I don't know if he's had to let off just to give him some space. This is the thing when you're racing cup cars, they are all the exact same, so you can't sort of dab off and dab back on and catch up, because you've got that little bit more extra horsepower. You've got to keep that momentum going, so you want to make that manoeuvre, you need to make it stick it that first time. Look at that for a shot. We'll catch back up with the back of the field here and see how we're all getting on. Rotary now. Actually, he's managed to catch up with Ash. He's managed to catch up with Ash. What on earth has happened back here? Where Rotary? Oh no! Oh, you know what, commentators curse. I'm not gonna watch you anymore, Rotary. I'm sorry, mate. Every time I've jumped onto you, I've made you spin out. I do apologise. Evil Dragon. Sort of on the fort here, just going through Casaneo Triangle at the moment. Don't know what's happened to him. I'm guessing he's span off somewhere. He's got a lot of makeup to do. There's 15 seconds between him and Rotary, and Rotary's just span out himself, so a lot of work to be done there. Rotary got another 2-second gap between him and Ashley in front of him. See if we can close that down over a few laps. Ashley See if he can work into that 6-second gap between him and Wolfman. Wolfman absolutely flying around this track at the moment. Still going, look at that livery. Drooling, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a 5.3 or 4 second gap between him and Placenta Denta up in 7th, and then we join the core pack. This is where all the racing is going on. Placenta Denta 0.2 of a second behind Brew. He wants to see if he can do that switch back, get a bit more pace out that corner. Wiggled a bit there. Wants to see if he can get something on there, and it is Vortex losing the spot. Yes, he is. Vortex has lost the spot to Splash. I don't know what's happened there with Vortex, but Vortex has had something terrible happen to his car because he is dropping places now. And we've now got Palmer up in 2nd. Trust that to happen as soon as I look off them. Palmer's now up in 2nd, Captain slows down to 3rd, and no, Vortex has pushed too hard there. He could lose down to 6th position if he doesn't watch out, because Groot's got the run on him, and yes, he has. Groot is up into 5th, and he's got the inside corner for him there, and oh, Placenta Denta want to see if he can take it there. He has. Not quite. So for now, that's what's going on there, but Palmer under threat from Captain Slow behind him. Captain Slow waiting to be released. Let's try and close that gap down between him. That 2.2 second gap between him and Liam. It's never going to happen while they're fighting against each other. They're right behind each other's bumper. Nothing between these two. Going for the tighter line. Captain Slow. Don't know if that gives him a better, more confident feel through these S's, and he can close that gap up now. Yes, he is. No, he's not. I didn't leave the first. I didn't leave them. Look what happened when I did last time. So we're going to keep on ball with them. Captain Slow flashing away, saying I want that spot. Palmer, you just watch it. I'm going to have that spot. Palmer flying. Nice and tight. Well taken there by Captain Slow. Still not enough to close out that gap between him and Palmer though. Gap with Liam ever increasing, now 2.5 seconds up from 2.2. Splash sitting in 4th. He's not managed to make those manoeuvres that he's wanted to as of yet. He's not managed to make those overtakes. He's sort of been given these positions due to mistakes that other drivers have made. They've given their positions up, and they used to just, like everyone else, just on top of position, on top one. See what can happen. For now, Vortex has set the fastest lap time with 2:08.7. See if he can pull that back out of the bag. He has got 5 minutes left. I'm not going to say it's impossible. He's still in contention. He's still behind Groot. If he wants to try and get another faster lap, it's definitely within his capability. See what he can do. For now, Captain Slow right up behind the bumper of Palmer. Oh, and a little kiss there. Oh, and there's a back off. With that, Splash nearly lost out to Groot as everyone sort of just backed off a little bit there. Nice driving, nice to see that. Did kill the action for a second, but nice to see that. But unfortunately, that has also increased that gap between 2nd and 1st to 3.1 seconds. Liam is flying around this track. 8 laps gone. Let's be honest, possibly only 2 laps left. We've got to about 10 laps with this 20 minutes. Possibly 9. Palmer just really taking those curves there, not being shy. Trying to extend that gap between him and Captain Slow in 3rd position. Captain Slow's got the exact same idea as Splash is behind him, and everyone's just daisy chaining and trailing along. keeping each other's wake. Trying to use each other for slip to try and get as fast a time as possible. So close. Really good run down that hill there by Splash. Splash now wants to see if he can take the inside. He's not going to go for it. It's a bit of a fakie. So now he's going to keep just in the pick of things. So he goes, going to back off. Watch those two fight over the bad lines and see if he can take a good one. Unfortunately, he didn't there. He just took a little bump to the back of Captain Slow. Just then upset him down towards the start-finish straight. So it's now between these two. First and second. Second and third. Captain Slow going up to second. But Palmer on the inside line here. Can he hold that back? Can he take it back? No, he can't. And that's it. Captain Slow up into... No! Palmer now getting round. There's a bit of an elbow around that corner. Captain Slow's like, okay, two can play that game. I'm going to elbow around that corner too. Don't know if it was a bit of a mistake there, because that position looked to be given back by Palmer quite quickly. Don't know if it was just a bit late braking, a bit of over enthusiasm as he just got taken himself. I'm going to put it down to that. Palmer now wants to see if he can either catch up with Captain Slow and also defend off the wolves at his door. The likes of Splash, Group and Vortex Racing. Vortex Racing, I do apologise. Vortex, looking to dive. Get maximum speed out of this corner. He's pushing Group around this corner. He's actually getting that much speed through. Not enough to get round the driver, just enough to give him a bit of a push. Let's hope we can get a dive on it, maybe down into Spoons, we don't know. No, not quite. Playing it tight. And let's be fair, this is not a bad position for him to start off for the next race. That means he will be in 5th position. So he will start with a good sort of eye for first in race 2 when they start in reverse order. He's just backed off a bit. The gap between him and Groove is now down to half a second. Get back on board with a fight for 3rd and 2nd. And look at this now, Palmer under attack from Splash. Splash up into 3rd. And he's got his wish. He's been fighting for that spot all night. But oh no, is it going to be taken from him? It could be. It has been taken from him. Palmer now up into... No, hold on. It's Palmer which has been popped down there. It is Splash which has gone that way. I do apologise. I'm on the wrong car. And it is Splash which has gone up into 3rd. Groot is now fighting him for it. Vortex is now trying to take advantage of all this chaos going on. And has now actually pushed himself up into 4th. Oh, bit of sideways action going on there by Vortex. He's managed to hold it. But that's sent Groot down a space. And under attack from Palmer down in 6th. What's going on now? Splash wants to try and catch up to Captain Slow. Captain Slow is 1.1 seconds ahead of him. Captain Slow wants to see if he can close down that gap between him and Liam. At the moment, 4 seconds. Sorry, 4 minutes. Never going to happen in 4 minutes, let's be fair, is it? It's 4 seconds, but he does only have possibly 1 lap to do it in. Is it going to happen? I'm not sure, let's be fair. But he is closing down what gap there is at the moment, so good luck to him. Splash defending his might out for that 3rd position, but defending too hard, and he's given it up. He's now dropped into 4th. Now Vortex is back up into 3rd there. Look at the comeback by this racer. Vortex Racing, look at that. Give us a flash in the turquoise. Do love it. It does look like a proper little touring car you built in a shed. Father-son sort of motif. Powers down the hill. Splash not happy, wants to catch back up, see if he can do anything in this last lap here. Don't think anything can be done. For now now. Liam 4 seconds ahead of everyone else and coming through the Casio triangle to take first position around that final corner. Then second will be Captain Slow. Vortex Racing currently will be third, but let's have a look, see what goes on. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to jump to Liam to see how he gets across the line. He's flashing his lights. Congratulations, that man. He's first. Captain Slow is second, and it does look to be Vortex third. Yes, it is, followed by Splash fifth and fourth, and then Group fifth, Placenta then to sixth, and then Palmer dropped down to seventh there. McWolfman is 8th, STD Ash is 9th, and then Rotary is 10th with Evil Dragon 11th. Wow, what a race. What a race, and I've nearly lost my voice after one race. Let's see how we get on in race 2 when it is a reverse order. So what a result. Congratulations, Liam. Look at that. What an actual result that was. Really good result. 4 seconds ahead of everyone else. Then we had Captain Slow third, Captain Slow second, Vortex Racing third, Splash fourth, Groot fifth, Placenta then to sixth, Palmer seventh, VSR McWolfman 8th, STD Ash 9th, Rotary 10th, and Evil Dragon 11th. Well, what a race. Vortex Racing also managed to claim fastest lap on that there. Now he did, you know what? He did a sterling job, I'm not going to lie. He actually did quite a sterling job there. Managing to pull it back. He did drop down to, I believe it was 6th and 7th at one, no, he did, was 6th at one point, and then pulled it back up into 3rd. Let's watch this man for the next race, but the flip reverse is going to happen. We want to see if they can turn boost on via Evil Dragon there. And here we go. So race 2, reverse grid order. So our reverse grid will start with the guys who are at the back first. So we're looking at the likes of Rotary and Ash, who will be first and second. Now this is going to be very interesting because Rotary is a more than capable driver, and the fact that he's going to be given one of the top front spots in second may just give him that race. I don't know if he's going to have to be caught up, but he's definitely going to try and just gallop away from the word go. 10 laps, as we know from the first race. Vortex there, giving us a bit of a show, giving us a spectacle. Thank you, my good man. Love the donuts. You can't see it, but he's actually sticking his hand out of his VR setup at the moment. Loving life with the old donuts going on. But Wolfman just sitting in awe of his donuts, doesn't want to get involved. What are you guys doing? I don't know. Going on? Are we actually getting involved? Is this starting? We did have a dropout then. Aha. And this is how it starts. So, all in all, very fun race. Good racing though by Vortex there. Look, jumping up from 4th up to 1st at one point, dropping back to 2nd, then he lost that spot and dropped all the way back down to 4th, and then in the end dropped to 6th. Then make it back up into 3rd position by the end of the race. So really good driving by him there. Did well to do what he did. It's a shame that what happened with Rotary and Evil Dragon there. They had a good old battle towards the end though, it seems. Need to keep an eye on these guys for next race. Something cooler. Race 2 is in the evening, I believe. double check that. It is, yeah. Race 1 was at 2:30 in-game time with fine weather. Race 2 will be at 4:30, which is cloudy, so will possibly be a bit less griffy through the corners. You just might have that bit more slip. The back end might just go on you that bit more easily. The ability to just yeet it into a corner is not going to be. It's not going to be there like it was before. Excuse me. Eagle Dragon giving us a good drifting show here in his MX5. See if Splash can do the same. No, he's just keeping it nice and tidy. Getting the slides in, see if he can catch back up and make something of himself on this next race. Vortex Racing there. Sat at the beginning of the S's, possibly visualising how he's going to do this. I just want to get on board with Wolfman. I just love this livery. Look at that. It's just so cool. Right. Waiting now for everyone else to join. 7 of the 11 racers currently in here. Don't know what's going on with everyone else. Where's everyone then? There we go, we've got 10. We'll get there eventually. One more racer, ladies and gentlemen. One more racer. One more racer. Starting soon. We get words from our comms guy. Our guy in the sky. If you believe it's Ashley. Evening, Ashley. How you doing, mate? You're right. Let's actually look and see what's going on in the chat. I've not seen anything in the chat. Evening, Ashley. Evening, Sharon. How you doing? This is Palmer from the race, Sharon. You're doing bloody well. Ashley, are you on wheel or are you on controller tonight? Have you tried taking up on the wheel? I reckon you will get better with it. That is the question to you, my man. Oh, that noise means only one thing. It means we're going to be starting anytime soon. Yes, we are. Right. Race 6. Look at this sake. Look at this sake. Suzuka. Trying to do a brilliant over voice. Here at Suzuka tonight. Race 6. Starts with Evil Dragon first. Rotary second. Ashley third. Wolfman fourth. Palmer fifth. For Senna Dennis sixth. Groot seventh. Splash 8th. And then Vortex Racing 9th, Captain Slow 10th, and Liam in 11th at the back here. Reverse order start, and away we go. It's going to be lights out, and Evil has got a really good start off the line there. Let's host it from Vortex Racing from the looks of it at the back. Fighting for 5th. And Wolfman trying to go up on the inside of Ashley, and Ashley unfortunately dropping like a stone. To the no, it's not. That's a lie. I do apologise. He's trying to defend his line against Wolfman, and it's all going on. Evil Dragon under fire from Rotary. Ooh, Rotary pushing a bit too hard. Got a bit of a squiggle, just holding on to second place there, but all the drivers behind him. Stunts good luck behind him. Ashley, Wolfman, Vortex Racing 5th group right beside him there. We're going 2 abreast all round this corner, 3 abreast in some parts. Group pushing up well through there, up into 4th position. Really well done there by Group. And Vortex still holding on to 9th, and unfortunately Palmer's just slipping back into 7th position. 6th position, Presenter Dennis now into 7th, Splash now in 8th, and Liam has actually got himself up into 9th, from 11th, from 10th, from 11th, and then Captain Slow with that up into 9th as well. All going on up front. Evil Dragon has defended well and has given himself a bit of a gap there, half a second gap between him and the likes of Vortex Racing, now up into 2nd. Can't not take your eyes off that driver. People have pushed wide there. I did see who's gone wide. I think that's Splash which has gone wide. It is Splash. Rotary now up into 3rd. Wants to hold his position. He's lost the 2nd place to Vortex. He's going to lose 3rd to Groot on the inside there. He has done. And Palmer now sniffing away at these guys in front of him. Having a look on inside. Rotary pushed far too hard. Palmer's going to take advantage of that, and she has. Up into 4th place. Really well done. No, it hasn't gone. She's up to 3rd place. Evil Dragon now under fire from Vortex, and Vortex has done it. It's up into 1st. So Vortex has now come past there. Rotary straight past Evil Dragon now unfortunately just sinking, as it's the likes of... Where on earth has Liam come from? Liam's up in the 3rd position. But, how? How on earth is that? Well, he's now up into 2nd. Watch this space. He's got to try and take 1st. Well, Rotary is trying to hold on to that there. No, Vortex is saying none of that. Thank you very much. You jog on. I'm going to push you out. You're back into 5th. And the struggle continues. We have got many abreast round these S's here. At least 2 or 3 wide. I don't know how it's not going all wrong. Vortex now being pushed back down into 7th. And Evil's getting a bit elbowy now on the colder, slightly slippier track. And it is Groot in 2nd. Rotary in 1st. Rotary just trying to gallop away and stretch that lead out as fast as possible. Up to 1 second now. Half a second for Groot. Wolfman has got the full pack behind him there, but he's in 3rd. Liam dropped down to 4th. Just to try and see if we get that 1st position back. 16 minutes left, and Evil wants to see if he can push up on the inside. He's made himself there, elbows wide. All they've done is slow it down for everyone behind him. They've now come under pressure from the likes of Vortex, Palmer, and Captain Slow in 5th, 6th, and 7th. And 8th. I do apologise. Liam now trying to defend his line as we dive down now through spoons. Vortex just pushing too hard. He's losing those positions. He's dropped down into 7th now. Palmer now up into 8th, now up into 5th. Really good run down through spoons by Palmer. Liam's had a really good run as well. He's now split off as well. Trying to chase down 3rd position with Wolfman. Wolfman now trying to see what he can do against Groot up in 2nd position. And Rotary holding off 1st for the time being. His gap of a second has dropped only half a second. And it's dropping even quicker. anything can happen here. 1/4 of the way through this race, and it's all over the place so far. Wolfman pushing for second, he's taken it. He's got the outside down this straight, he's taken it over these two. Groot now into third, Liam still in fourth, Palmer now in fifth, and everyone now trying to use the slip there. Evil Dragon in the background, getting harassed by the likes of Splash and Ashley behind him. Placenta Denta now down in 11th. I don't know what happened to him, unfortunately. Let's get yourself back up there, son. Rotary still managed to hold off a half-second gap between him and second place, but Wolfman not need to worry too much about the likes of Groot behind him. He's also half a second there, but Groot unfortunately can't say the same thing for Liam, who's right up behind him. I want to see if he can take it through this 90. Can't be done. He's making his feelings known. Possible manoeuvres. Let's see what he can do going into the hairpin. Palmer in 5th position. Inside. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's all gone horribly wrong there. Liam did try looking down on the inside and sort of overstretched there and blocked up his brakes, and he did sort of pit manoeuvre the likes of Vortex Racing, the likes of Groot. Unfortunately, he did try to stop, but then everyone else behind him, the likes of Palmer and Captain Slow, all just bumped into the back and just ended up pushing everyone back along. And the only person that lost out there was Groot, just got completely span out and is now in 9th position, unfortunately for him. Placenta Denta, though, is in his sights. He's in the sights of Placenta Denta, so it might give him a bit of something to chase after. And Evil Dragon is not too far away from him in 8th, so the race is not completely over. And as we see another spin there, who was that? I don't know who that was. That was Palmer. Palmer completely gone there. I think possibly pushed a bit too hard around that corner. Unfortunately, dropped back down into 10th position. Sorry to hear that, Palmer. Did bloody brilliant up to that point. And we are now going to catch up with first and second. Half a gap, second gap between these two. First of Rotary, second of Wolfman. I warned you that this guy, he's going to get into first. He's going to try and hold it. Didn't manage to hold it, but he's fall back up into. He's kept that gap in first place. Wolfman. Very good gap then. Second between him and Liam behind him there in 3rd position. Liam, unfortunately, there may be some umpires' decisions against him in that there. He did try to give the position back, but unfortunately, like I said, he got bumped by everyone else behind him, and he couldn't do anything else after that, unfortunately. So it's I'm going to leave that down to the powers that be to make that call. But Captain Slow and Vortex Racing want to get back up there. Vortex, sterling effort. I'm going to say, if there's been a driver of the night tonight, Vortex Racing's been that driver. Just been all over the field, just seems to recover from all the knocks and comes back fighting. For now, it is all going on for first and second. Rotary has lost that spot to he's lost that spot to VSR Wolfman. VSR Wolfman in the best looking car here tonight. He's having to defend Rotary off into the 130. He's tried to, Rotary just on the inside there, trying to nudge him, let him know he's there. Not enough to throw him there, breaking hard down into Casilla Triangle. A lot of curve there taken by Wolfman. Not a brilliant speed coming out of that corner, but Rotary bumped into the back of him and lost all the momentum there as well. So those two just sat in first and second now. Liam now in third, to see if he can close that gap between those two and get involved in the battle for the podium positions. Really tight braking on the inside there, but Wolfman having to brake and take the tyre line, defend as hard as he can do, but Rotary wants to see if he can hold that inside line here, going up in through to the S's. He's trying to brake hard. Little touch there to Wolfman. They both ran a little bit wide, but with that, Rotary has pushed himself up in the first. Liam wants to see if he can take any positions there and get third or second from his third position. Captain Slow also wants to see what he can get. Everyone just literally vulturing. Any manoeuvre made, and anyone starts losing out, there are plenty of vultures ready to pick off those carcasses. And one spot ends up being 3 spots, and you've got a lot more work to work those spaces back up before the end of the race. Look how tight we are now. Halfway through this race. Wolfman tight braking into that hairpin. Really good corner exit there by Captain Slow and Vortex. Liam can't do anything at the moment apart from just sit in the train. Let's see if he can do. He's given that position up. The outside is now Captain Slow's. Captain Slow wants to see if he can do something round the outside here. He possibly can if he can play his cards right. Not sure. Got to get a good run down that hill. It's not going to be good enough, I don't think. Liam's still got the run. Yeah, I think he just has. Yes, he does. Holds that 3rd position. But Captain Slow making his advances more than aware on Liam. Wolfman not managing to make any more moves on Rotary as of yet. But he definitely had a really good exit from that CO triangle down onto the straight here, and he's got the slip on the outside. I think he's got it. Wolfman has got it. Pushes Rotary down into 2nd. And there's not much Rotary can do about it here. But Wolfman's held that spot through up into the S's at least, which gives him a bit of time to see if he can pull away. See if he can secure that 1st position for now as the train continues. Rotary, Liam, Captain Slow and Vortex all neck and neck here. Less than 100th, 200th in between there. Oh, look at the back end of that tail getting whipped round. Vortex racing there. Captain Slow splitting off just a little bit. They don't want to lose too much time. They want to get back involved. And SSM Rotary pushing too hard through that corner. He's lost that spot. He's now dropped down to 3rd, potentially 4th, depending on what Captain Slow can do. Captain Slow trying to get really good exit speed on that hairpin. He did, but Rotary defended really well against him there. And further back, there does seem to be a fight there against Splash and Groot. Let's have a look at these two. Yes, there is. Groot want to make that manoeuvre up from 7th to 6th. Splash even. So far, Wolfman has kept his 1st place. Like his predecessor, he's got a bit of a gap between him and 2nd, but it's not as much. And Liam is wanting to see if he can drill down and get 2 1st places in race 1 and 2. He's trying to do an Adam Piper from last week, and he has definitely got a good run on him now. It's not enough to make a manoeuvre down into this 1st corner. But Wolfman playing it safe. Oh, playing it too safe. And Liam just looked for that little gap there. He looked for it and he braked later. And he took it. And Wolfman's going to be cursing himself. He played it so defensively all the way down to that corner and then just gave him a bit more space to turn in. And with that, he just gave that door wide open there to Liam, who's now in 1st again. That gap, last race he got it up to 4 seconds. He had a lot more time in 1st place here. Keep him preoccupied with attacks from behind. Rotary now up into 3rd. Captain Slow and Vortex Racing want something to go on here. These guys have been stuck in 4th and 5th, and I know they've got the pace to make something more out of this, but as you know with Cup Racing, as you saw with the manoeuvre that Liam made there, you've got to look for your windows, you've got to look for your gaps. They do not make themselves easily available to you, especially if you're being heavily defended against. Captain Slow all over the back of Rotary there. Really is, look at that. Nothing between these two. Heavy braking down into Castillo Triangle, through the chicane, take as much curve as possible. Keep that momentum going down through this corner. Push, 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 push. See what you can do down this straight. Everyone tucked up behind each other. Gap between first and second, still half a second. Half a second. Rotary in third, and Captain Slow in fourth. Both got the slip on the driver in front of them. Just not enough to make a manoeuvre quite yet as we enter the S's again. Captain Slow not quite making it. Legendary James Maker, how are you, sir? It's a pleasure to commentate on your race tonight. And if it is James Maker, go get a shift on. Don't let that Vortex take that place from you. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the commentator. Flog like water, as they say. Flog like water. Vortex Racing now up into fourth. Captain Slow cursing himself, wants to see if he can take that dive down the inside. He did with late break and accidentally bumped Vortex a bit. He's going to make sure Vortex keeps that spot there because he's a gentleman. And he knows driving etiquette 101. That means more advances to come his way from Captain Slow on Vortex Racing. Rotary still challenging for second place here through spoons on the likes of Wolfman, because these two are scrapping. That gap again is increasing between Liam and Wolfman in first and second. Now up to 0.3 of a second between those two. Rotary now wants to see if he gets the inside line down into this last turn. He has on 130. He has got on the inside line there, but then the Castillo Triangle. Oh, look at that, look how tight they are there. Captain Slow wants to see if he can make himself back up the middle then. Oh, what has happened? What has happened there? Captain Slow, I think he literally just got shunted into the side. Not be happy about that at all. That was maybe a bit enthusiastic defending there from the likes of. It is now up into fourth. Vortex Racing lap to see if we can get that second position. Wolfman for the first time doesn't need to worry behind him. He can pay more attention about trying to close that gap, which for the time being, I don't think his threats known by the end of this race. And Vortex the inside, but not the right side toward this hairpin there. I think he was thinking he could possibly go for a switchback on that hairpin on him, but Wolfman thought, no, I'm going to hold this line. Tough luck, sunshine. All that effort gone for nothing. There we go, Vortex Racer looking down the outside again. Braking in there, wants to maybe see if he can late brake and come back there. A little bit, possibly so, but Vortex has got the likes of Rotary. And anything can happen at this point here. Oh, he has, he's got it. He's got it midway through the Castillo Triangle. What a manoeuvre. What a manoeuvre. Well done there, Vortex Racing back up into second. But Wolfman down into third. And here we go, on to the last lap. He's pulled second place back, that Wolfman. I don't know what he's got in that Mazda, but it seems to have some amazing straight line speed compared to the rest of them. But he has been pushed out there by Vortex Racing. Vortex now back up into second, and Wolfman, I'll be honest with you, lucky to hold on to third there against Rotary. Rotary was take that back from him. He knows he's got the pace on him, especially when he's come off the grass. I don't think he's got a chance here. And for the time being, Vortex Racing up in the second. There's definitely going to be some judges' adjudication after this race, because if we go back down to poor old Captain Slow, he's well, as you can see, he's not even here. He's got hazards on. He's been damaged beyond repair. He's limping his way around this track and holding 8th position for the time being. Poor chap. So the time. Oh, the fight still continues between Splash and Group. Has Palmer got anything to say in regards to that fight? Possibly not a bit too far away for her to take advantage of anything. And there we go. Liam here setting the new fastest lap, possibly on the last lap. And again, I'll even give him more credit this time. He's now 4 seconds in front of these guys, and he's even had less time in the lead than he did last race. And he's still got a 4-second gap as he comes down and crosses the line, taking that first position. Wolfman in second, followed by Rotary in third, Vortex Racing fourth, Group fifth, Splash sixth, Palmer seventh, and then the likes of Captain Slow, who is in 8th, coming down round Spoons at the moment, and Evil Dragon 9th, Placenta Denta 10th, and well, I'm not gonna lie, there's one that very eventful one. I don't think there's going to be too many happy bunnies in that chat room afterwards. There's definitely going to be some people saying something, some people possibly having a bit too wider elbows when it comes to some things, but hey ho, we'll let the adjudicators decide that one. For now, that is a good night from me, and thank you. Oh, here we go. Let's give him his dues. Sorry, Liam. Look how many places he came up from. 10 point races, 10 places he raised. From the back of the pack to the front of the pack. Give him his credit. Give him his absolute credit. So there we go. What a turnout for these guys. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you like this again, obviously subscribe to our channel, hit that like button and hit the alert button to hear us come back to you whenever we come on live and do other races apart from the MX touring car. We've got many others, our BTCC touring cars. But for me, Daxi, man, it is a good night. And from all the racers and everyone at home, it's a good night as well. Let me just see if there's any more in the chat there. I'm cheering for you, Vortex, says CRT. Lovely stuff. Right, from me, it is a night. I hope you all have a brilliant one. All the best. Ciao.